Welcome to a new video of Review Advent Calendar 2023, and this time around I'm going to review Thrive and KiLLER King's Hooked on Love. This is a suggestion by Sonata. So let's check the song out. Woo, that note! Ooh, the piano is jolly. The drums and the guitars are quite heavy, which I was not expecting in here. It's almost a sort of a traditional style of music, Japanese music of course, mixed with almost a jazzy style on the drums. But I need to dive a little bit into the song to actually come with something closer to what it actually is. Actually, this is my first time listening to this song. This is unfair, yet again. Kazuki Kato is a really good singer. He can do all those things on the vocal end, add a lot of flair and play around with falsetto whenever he wants, because he can. And he will do that really well. He does have a style that I do enjoy a whole lot, especially in Thrive. He's actually in charge of the sexy guy, so Kento Aizome, and he does know how to pull off a sexy performance when he wants to. In here, he does have a sort of a more mature vibe going on, which is interesting. Now I remember that this song features both Natsuki, Hanae and Toshiyuki Toyonaga. This is going to be crazy, and at the same time it is here Shoya Chiba, so well. This is what I call smart composition, yet again. Out of all members in this double lineup, which includes Thrive and KiLLER King, for sure, Koutaro Nishiyama is the singer with the less experience or with less technique in comparison with the others, and he was put in a part that is slightly quieter, in which he can do a lot of legato to his singing, and he's echoing in the background. It masks perfectly any flaw that he may have on the vocal end. The guitars are going crazy here. If you are listening to this song with headphones, the guitars will be on your left side and they will be shredding. I do love what Toshiyuki Toyonaga was doing here, which is to roughen the notes. Actually, in this lineup, we have two people that like to roughen the notes. Doing this sort of thing when they are performing. The people that do this a whole lot are Toshiyuki Toyonaga and Natsuki Hanae. There's a layer of mystery coming from that piano. It's a really jolly melody, but it's also a melody that you could say that would fit the Halloween season pretty well. It has that jolly, slightly spooky and mysterious vibe, which works well with this song. Stylish like hell. Do you notice how it is when you let Chiba singing as himself instead of what he was doing with KiLLER King when the group debuted? This makes a whole lot of difference. He's now singing with a comfortable singing tone. He sounds nothing like what he was doing when the group first appeared in the B Project franchise. If you compare their very first performance, how Shoya Chiba sounded like in that song and how Shoya Chiba is sounding in this song, it's completely different. They are now letting him perform with his natural singing tone, and it makes a big difference. Ooh, the piano is going really dramatic and serving as a really good contrast to Takuya Eguchi's slightly lower vocals in here. I was going to say what is Takuya, but he appeared. I was not noticing his voice up until now. He gets quite muffled within the group to the two groups to actually be noticed, and in this case he actually appeared on the spotlight. Okay, so I do not have any complaints. I was going to say where is Takuya, but he's actually there. I still find it weird that he's performing in that voice tone when I actually, after listening to him performing with Vedlip in the Aopella franchise, I do know that he actually knows how to sing. In here sounds always weird, which is a pity. This is really the type of song that would fit a spooky setting. It's getting increasingly spooky with each verse. And now we are in the bridge section, I will assume, because there's 1 minute left to the song. And it sounds even spookier than before. So the layer of mystery is gone, and now you are left with the spookiness. The way he pronounced kemono was Toyonaga. He actually is an amazing singer, so I was already expecting big things from him, but this is something that is already natural to him. I'm already expecting something amazing from him, and that's the default. He always delivers, and besides 1 or 2 situations here in the B Project franchise in which he was done bad by some of the songs that were not good for him, either because the lyrics were weird or because the song completely muffled him. It seems that the project now found its way and finally is sounding good again. In this case I was expecting big things from him, and of course he is leading the way in this song. I noticed that intentionally or not, he is leading the song, and he has a presence in his performance that stands out the most among everyone else. Then you have Kazuki Kato, who also has a really big presence when he gets behind the mic, and especially when you get a unison with both groups performing in here. Those are the two singers that stand out the most for their natural charisma, which is something that is an intangible charisma. Either you have it or not. Technique is another thing. You can have it or train it. I do love when the drums do that, of hitting the crash and grabbing it right after it. It's so fast doing that to grab the crash. So I do enjoy that a whole lot. This is a geeky detail about drums, and most of you will be thinking, what are you talking even about in here? but it is a little detail on the drums when you listen to that tan 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 tan, and all of a sudden the crash that you are listening to is muted. It is muted because the drummer touched the crash with their hands, so they hit with the sticks and then they grabbed with their hand soon after. It is a technique that is not easy to pull off. It is mostly a flair to give it style, but I do enjoy this a whole lot. Now I got Takuya Yashiro basically wrapping up the song, and he sounded a bit better in here. So this was Thrive and KiLLER King's Hooked on Love. This is a song from the Wizard of Fairy Tale drama plus music CD, and I will let you in on something interesting in here. My favorite groups in the B Project franchise are actually Thrive and KiLLER King. So you actually managed to suggest me a song with my favorite groups in this franchise, all in the same place, which is a good sign. I believe this was unintentional, but still unintentional. It's good to see that my two favorite groups actually teamed up and actually delivered a song that is good. I did find the whole vibe to fit really well with the Halloween season. I found it really, really fun. You have some of the best singers among male seiyuu in this lineup. You have some interesting things going on the vocal end. I feel that, and this was something that I was mentioning earlier, I didn't notice that much some of the members of KiLLER King. They did take turns, but their parts, either they didn't have enough energy or they were not as... They were instructed to not have that energy, but it felt a bit weird that at times you have a lot of passion and emotion coming from Thrive's members. They may be a bit over the top, so in comparison all other groups will sound a bit detached emotionally, so it also may be that. But still, in comparison with Thrive, KiLLER King sounded a bit more subdued, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's good to have different charms from different groups, and when they team up, you actually get to see those differences in play. For now, you have my take on Hooked on Love, a song that is really, really fun, as, for me, at least the two best groups in this franchise in the same place, Thrive and KiLLER King, and they are doing an amazing job in here creating a song that is fun. It is a bit spooky, it is a bit mysterious, but is jolly all the way. And it fits really well with the vibe that both groups have. They came to a really good balance in here. The song is not sexy, but it is playful. They have a really good balance in here, with both groups putting their charms in the same place and basically harmonizing in here their own style and creating something that is really, really interesting. So this is a fun song. I do fully recommend you to check it if you want to. The link is in the description. As always, if you want to watch more video reviews of some of the songs I've reviewed in the past in this review advent calendar series, you can find those in the playlist linked in this video. And of course, thank you very much for watching this video up until the end, and I'll see you guys soon.